All right, hello wine drinking people, back with more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and Mr. Stone spending a little time here at the Wine Watch. Hey, that's how you sell wine. Now, we don't buy stuff that we haven't had a chance to taste, and well, he had some pretty good stuff in. I'd have to say this Blackstone Winery that this character, what the heck is his name, Smith, or Matt Smith, yes. He's making some pretty good wines. He was the cellar master at Rosenblum, or for Kent Rosenblum, something like that, Kent Rosenblum Cellars. And, you know, I'd have to say, some interesting stuff. Some of the stuff not that interesting to me, but I'm not a big fan of, you know, Barbera from California, Grenache. Varietal label Grenache can be tough to sell unless you get huge scores. Anyways, the Torrentez, also not my bag. We started with under this Enotropa label, and, you know, I'm just not a big fan of aromatic whites. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's not my bag, baby. The Chenin Blanc, to me, tasted like it was a little bit more evolved than I would have liked it to have been. The Grenache Rosé, also kind of unexciting for me, a little blah. The Barbera, I mean, there's so many great Barberas, like the ones I just reviewed from Isabella Winery at $16.50. So, I mean, I don't think I have any Barbera in the store, even from California. There's just so much great Barbera in the Piedmont for short money. This one at 25 bucks. Oof. Grenache, oof. Also, I mean, it's a little too sweet for my taste. Now we're starting to get to some decent wines here. The Cabernets. Hey, that's what we go to California for. Everybody makes good Cabernet there, right? This CLRT Cabernet Sauvignon from Sonoma, only 120 cases produced, sir. All 5 of the Bordeaux varietals. I guess CLRT stands for claret. Okay. Cabernet Sauvignon, for the most part, 75%. That's how they can label it, that from the Alexander Valley. This wine's got lovely dark berry fruit, currant, and cherries with some fresh plowed earth, herbs, and sweet tobacco spice. Good amount of that fruit coming on the palate. Again, they like their wines on the rich side here and the fruity side, but still nice freshness and balance and some spice and earth notes coming through on the finish. Very good stuff. Zinfandel, also not my bag, baby. Those of you that know me, this one a little on the sweet side for me too, and oh, I mean, you know, had pretty good balance, I guess, and I mean, I'm just not a big Zen fan. All right, anyways, the Hephaestus, which is the Greek god of blacksmithing. So I think if you're going to put a name that's hard to pronounce on your label, at least tie it into something that has to do with the label. So I give you kudos for that. Anyways, a decent bottle of wine, but it's Grenache, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon. Kind of an odd blend here. A little sweet for my taste as well. Some floral notes. But anyways, for 27 bucks, a little bit expensive. The Merlot, however, the wine of the day, I think for me, this Merlot from Rutherford, 100% varietal, from a 25-year-old vineyard just behind Cakebread. Some lovely dark plum and cherry fruit on the nose, some milk chocolate, some sweet herb notes, aged in T5 barrels from Terranceau. These are 5-year air-dried barrels that are really expensive. And I forget what winery he said they bought them from, but it was some fancy winery that he knew. And it's not what you know, it's who you know. So maybe those fancy barrels influenced my opinion of this wine a little bit. But I have to say, the Merlot, really nice Merlot, plummy, fruity wine on the tongue, silky smooth tannins, nice freshness, very elegant style of Merlot, but still had a lot of substance, excellent juice at $29.75. The Cabernet Sauvignon from Alexander Valley, 07. It's an outstanding vintage, man. And, I mean, dark cherry, sweet tobacco spice, dark chocolate, almost liqueur-like in concentration, some damp earth, some nice complexity on the nose here, thick and chewy on the tongue with a solid core of that black currant jam-like fruit, cigar box spice. I just reviewed this wine a little while ago with John Stone. Anyways, it's the same review we gave last time. It's pretty consistent at $34.50. And then the Oak Knoll Reserve Cabernet. Yes, folks, we do have something better. I mean, more expensive in this line. No, actually, this is the, you know, this is what you need. This is what you need to charge for a wine. The fruit from this vineyard used to go to Paul Hobbs, Clone 337, and Clone 6. One of my favorite clones of Cabernet Sauvignon, goes into this wine. Really concentrated, rich wine, dark cherry, and currant berry fruit, some raspberry, really bright, pretty floral notes, also some spice. Nice complexity showing on the tongue, on the nose. Big and chewy on the tongue as well, with a good hand of spice. Currant and cherry fruit, over 30% new oak, and the rest were first year. So you get some of that spice from the oak in here as well, which I like. You know, the little seasoning to the wine. Nice length on this wine, even though it's big and chewy. It's got good freshness at the end. Needs a little time to come together. Excellent juice. That's what we had to drink with John Stone and our friend from Blacksmith Cellars. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.